Here we go. Here we go. It is Sunday night on the island. Can you believe it? The weekend is done. And my goodness, the number of islanders that are already here, I think we've set a record. That may be a metric that I may have to start keeping up with. 35 people here before we even start. That's got to be a record. Happy Sunday, everybody. And as I've already seen in the chat, let us know where you're from this evening. I promise you, we will have people here from every corner of the United States, all different walks of life, values, beliefs, backgrounds, job occupations. And yet we are so much alike, so much more alike than we are different. And David, you've already hurt me. The jab. Oh my gosh. David is exactly right. Bye-bye, Tom Brady. It is official. And man, what a weird, just a sequence of events. You know, the news is broke that he's going to retire. He says, wait, no, I'm not. And then like 3 days later, he retires. I'm upset. I am. I thought about wearing it. Of course, I'm a New England fan. I'm a Patriot fan. But I support Brady, the Buccaneers. I didn't wear it tonight. You're welcome, David. And thank you so much for that super chat. We have so much going on, and I promise you we can use that to good use. Here we go. Everyone's saying hello. A lot of people here. Of course, I am in Central Arkansas, and it's cold. It's very cold. We still have ice and snow on the ground. As you're saying hello and telling us where you're from, do you have ice or snow on the ground? Okay, it's melting. The roads are better, but we do have ice and snow on the ground. Let me show you this also. Drink of choice tonight. It is Flyaway Blue Wing. It's a blueberry wheat beer. How about that? Carnival brews right there. Look at these pint glasses, guys. I love it because it's got three logos. Carnival brews. Red Frog logo. Okay, gotta love that. And how about this? The Parched Pig. Parched Pig right there. 3 Carnival branded logos all on one glass, and I think they're like $8, $8.49 maybe. Can you beat that? I mean, really, can you beat that? Ah, there we go. 12 ounces won't last me an hour, though. That is for sure. As everybody lights up the chat, guys, we have a ton to talk about. I know I won't get through it. I've been working on it for, piece by piece for days, but really the last hour trying to really put in what do we want to talk about. And hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully Amanda can get our youngest to bed and she can join me, okay? I hope that happens. But keep on saying hello to us. And let me say this, just a couple of rules as we get started. If you're new here, say, hey, I'm new here. I don't know what this place is, but I know that I love cruising. And guess what? You found the right place, but more importantly, you have found the right group of people, okay? The most loving, caring, helpful cruise community on the internet. And I'm part of all of them, okay? I watch a lot of content creators. There's no one more helpful than this group of people right here. If you have a question, type question and ask that question. Someone may see it before I do, and they answer it. That's okay. That's the community part I'm talking about. But I bet you someone knows the answer here if you have a question. We're all here to help each other, and we're all here to discuss cruising, when our next cruise is, and tips and tricks. So we're going to get after it. I have all kinds of videos. And as I say hello to everybody here in just a second, I want to start with this big news here. It still upset me, David. It's almost like the Tom Brady news. This hurt. It did. As Carnival announced just about 72 hours ago that, one, the Sensation will never carry passengers again with a Carnival logo. We hope that the ship is going to be sold and not scrapped. But the Sensation will not sell with passengers again. She's being used right now to hold COVID-19 positive crew members. We also learned that the Ecstasy, who would take her place in Mobile, will have a short stint until October, from mid-March, until October, and then the Ecstasy's gone as well. I'm pretty confident, probably 90% right now. I will be 100% here in a couple of days that I will be on that last selling on the Ecstasy in October. I think it's October the 10th on a 5-day. Never sailed a fantasy class ship. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on there. I know many of you have booked already. So sad news. Have you ever sailed the Sensation and Ecstasy as we get started? My goodness, I'm way behind. There's no way I'm going to be able to catch up. I do want to mention Corey. Of course, Corey pointed out when we started, right before we started, I love how this channel is growing. And that is all because of you. It is not me. I can promise you that. It's because of you. It's word of mouth. So many times I get comments on videos. I get messages of people say, hey, a friend of mine led me to this channel. A friend of mine pointed this out. I saw this was shared on blah, blah, blah. That's because of you. We reached our goal of 5,500 subscribers February the 2nd. I wanted to get there by the end of January. I didn't do my part. I traveled last weekend. We didn't have a live show. I didn't create content. If I would have created content Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we would have got there at the end of January. We were 2 days late. We still got there. We have a big goal. I want to get 1,000 subscribers this month. So 6,500 by the end of February. And yes, I know February has 28 days. So let's see what we got. Let's catch up. This is time to interact. You guys know that. I see so many people here from Charles and Terry and Mike and Gina. Rachel is here too. Rick from Florida. Oh my goodness. El Alvarado is here. We've had a lot of interaction this week. On El Alvarado, always, just about always comments on our stuff, and I love to interact. Verna is here from Oregon. I think we've already hit the corners from Florida to Oregon. David here from Oklahoma. Corey, of course, from Colorado. I see our family, Escapids, Jack, Gina. Oh, my goodness. Sherry, Tammy, Debbie. 5 feet of snow. -1 degree. I mean, I don't even know how you live. I mean, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I love snow, but I couldn't do it. No. Tren, of course. Tren on the West Coast. No snow and ice. I'm so excited to see Tren here in just a couple of weeks as we cruise together. David is in North Carolina. You never know about David. No snow on the ground in North Carolina right now. Jody is here. Missed out on the snow. Stephen, of course, is here. Terry. My goodness, we have all kinds of people. Cody's here. Cody, you just cruised not too long ago. I hope you're having a good weekend here. Mark is here. Cold in South Florida. I've heard there's kind of been a cold snap there in South Florida. On the horizon last week, Mark let us know how that went. Review on the horizon. The review we're getting right now from Islanders is, well, we'll talk about it here in a second, low capacity right now. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Lynn, north of Dallas. Yep, ice and snow is gone. Monty is here. Monty, it's great to see you on here. Had to reschedule February 3rd until March the 7th. At least it's not very long in between. And Joy, how about this? Joy is here. Joy going on the transatlantic on the Jubilee. I wish I could join her. That's going to be a blast. But Joy, I will see you in just, 18 days, I guess it is, on the breeze. Michelle is here. We just saw Michelle and Mike and Charles and Rachel last weekend. We had an absolute blast in Kansas City, catching up with our cruise family. Again, community. People that we just met in July. Now we make efforts to see each other even when we're not on cruise ships. That is what it's all about. I was telling my brother today, my brother who works his tail off, goes home. He has a baby that's 1 year old. I said, hey, you gotta do something for yourself. Got to do something for yourself. Got to invest in yourself. And of course, he thinks I just want him to go on a cruise, and I would love for him to go. But you've got to live life. If we've learned anything these last 2 years, it is continue to live while we are living. Right? It really is. Fred's here. Paul. Thank you so much, Paul. You follow us. You're new. Welcome to the live show. And hey, if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please consider doing so. Just hit the thumbs up button. That will put this video in front of other people who are looking for something to watch and who love cruising. Give us a thumbs up right here. Sherry is here as well. Corey, the Ecstasy was the first ship that you ever sailed on. How about that? Dewey is here, the horizon in 13 days. Charles, of course, 10-10, October the 10th. That's in reference to the elation. I think we have to do it. I really do. I could not imagine going on the last sailing of a cruise ship, and you know it's the last sailing. But at least the ecstasy gets to have one, the sensation. Who would have ever thought? March 2020, almost 2 years ago, she sailed her last cruise with paying passengers. Hasn't sailed since. It's heartbreaking. It really is. Debbie, again, one of the first. Rick, Ecstasy, first cruise in 96. My goodness, unbelievable. It really is. Rick, Ecstasy class 96. Had a totally awesome time on Magic this past week. Piano bar kicked ass, as Dewey Ski. That's awesome. I love the Magic. I've heard great reviews the last, couple of months, really, about her and low capacity on the Magic is what I've heard as well. William, really enjoy your show. Thank you for the information on how to check in early. Sailing on the Elation, February the 28th. How awesome is that, William? You are more than welcome. And know that I'm not the only resource here. There are a lot of resources here. I show 82 of them right now. You are so welcome, though. I enjoy doing what I do. Is it work? Sometimes it is. Now, I enjoy doing it, but it takes time to do, and I absolutely love it. Heather, cannot wait till spring break on the Vista. That's going to be awesome. Yes, Monty, I agree. Tammy, Derek, don't discount yourself. You keep us up to date on all the cruise news. Very much appreciated. You are very welcome, Tammy. I try to do it the right way. You guys know that. David on the Vista in 20 days. How about that? David McFarland, that is. Russell, hello from South Carolina. Kathy, sailed the Ecstasy twice, 2 times too many. And hey, let me say this. There were some people who were upset to see these ships go. There were some people who said, hey, it's time. And really the reference was when you go to port and you see some of these fantasy class ships with a whale tail, they're obviously Carnival. They don't reflect who and what Carnival is today. They look more like boats. Several people said, literally, in the comment section of the video, they look like boats and not ships. And people were ready to get rid of these to bring in new ships. So, Kathy, you're not the only one there that has that point of view. I love Carnival, but my 2 worst cruises were on that ship. Funky smells, bad customer service, and awful passengers. So it is, and that reminds us there's always different ways to see things. We all experience different things, and nobody is wrong for that. I can promise you that. Charles, thank you so much for that super chat. That means a lot to us. It really does. Helps us keep things going. I can promise you that. We have so much we're looking forward to doing. And those funds, I promise you, they help us. Thank you for that support so much, Charles. I really do appreciate it. Let's continue to catch up here. Let's say Shannon from North Carolina, thinking positive. Yes, through the cold temperatures. Only 28 days into the Magic. That's awesome. What do you think the Mardi Gras will be at capacity for spring break? So let's talk about that, Corey. That's our first question there. I like that question. It's one that I have down here as well. This time of year, okay, I love February. This time of year is one of the best times of the entire year to cruise from the beginning of February. And really it goes into late January until mid-March. One of the best times of year to cruise, even when things are normal at normal capacities. But right now, what we're seeing from reports from you islanders and from other groups that I'm in, we're seeing capacity levels at 50%, and some the smaller ships out of Florida, they're like at 30 to 50%. The bigger ships, including Mardi Gras right now, is about 55%. So if you're cruising this month in February or early March, low capacity. You're going to have low capacity because the demand just isn't there. School's in session. People have gone on their holiday cruises, New Year cruises, and this is kind of the lull, the gap before spring break in March and some in April. It depends on your state, and then things kick up for the summer. So I think for spring break, it'll be a little bit higher because it's spring break, but I'm still thinking like 75%. I think, Corey, is what you're going to see, and it will be higher on the Mardi Gras because it's a new ship. And I think the celebration that's going to take place at the beginning of March will help the whole month of March be a little bit higher. So I'd say 75%. Thank you so much, Michelle, for mentioning. Hit that like button. Craving Cruise with Jim and Lori, new to this channel, not to the cruise community. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us here We absolutely are happy to have you among this community. David, thank you so much. Who is going to win the Super Bowl? I want the Bengals to win. David, I think it would be very interesting to see the Bengals win, and you're not the only one. And just for that, David, and just for old time's sake, let's get the old remote out, and I'm going to go ahead and change that, and there will be a little difference here, not much, but from that live red that we all know and love when we're live to that Bengal orange, okay? I'm going to say, and boy, this is tough because I like Stafford. Matthew Stafford has a great story. If you're not busy this week, look it up. His story with his family, his daughter who had an illness and eventually passed away. He has an awesome story, what he does for community. But I want to see the Bengals win. Let's see them win. Hey, they haven't gone since 1988. I was born in 1988, okay? Let's see them win, David. Let's see them win. And just so that right there, it's we're going to change it to orange. Let's catch up. Continue to catch up here. And there's a lot. There really is. Let's see. Jason going on the celebration cruise. Who else is going? What should we expect for fireworks or shows? Have to hydrate. Hydration break. It's hot on the island. It's hot on the island. Jason, no fireworks. No fireworks will be had. There's going to be a huge party. There's going to be streamers. There's going to be music. I would imagine they'd pull out even a late night buffet. No lie. The ships are going to gather together. They're going to throw in some of the throwbacks that used to take place on cruises. It's going to be interesting. They're really building this thing up, so it's going to be fun to see. I also want to go back and answer this question. Any truth to rumor they may change or eliminate mandatory COVID test 2 days prior? So that could take place. My phone's blowing up here. People saying, "Are you live?" Yes, I'm live. So Jason, Royal Caribbean's executives shared, they opened the book. I referenced that in my video. They really talked about and shared, hey, we could see taking back some of these protocols very soon. They didn't reference when, but they said very soon. And let me ask you this while we're here, okay? With Royal Caribbean Group mentioning this on their earnings call, that's huge. You don't lie to your investors, okay? You don't lie where the money is. They said we could see rolling back some of the protocols soon, is what Jason Liberty said multiple times. Which protocols would you like to see rolled back first? Okay, I know some of the big ones you want gone, but what do you think will be rolled back first? I don't think it's going to be necessarily the vaccine. It could be the 2-day test. Or do they bump it back from 2 days to 3 days? That's something that could happen as well. So we're going to keep our eye on it. We're keeping our eye also on the CDC. We'll talk about the CDC here in a little bit. Charles, turn those lights to purple, and Mike. Yeah, we might do that. Mark, it was only 2,200 cruisers, and Donkey was not on the ship. Made a different energy, rain every day, dadgummit, but it was a great trip. Wow. Celebrity Apex of March for Sherry. I love that. Wendy, my next cruise is in 18 days, February the 24th on the Carnival Breeze. February 24th, it's a 4-day on the Carnival Breeze. We have a big group going. We do. Let's continue to catch up here. Scroll down. Question: Carnival announced what ship will replace the Spirit after April in Jacksonville, selling from Jacksonville in September. Jacksonville's interesting right now to see what's going to happen. I'm not sure if Carnival has announced which ship will replace the Spirit. They think maybe it... well, there's a whole handful of options. I know the Liberty right now, and the Liberty's actually having some issues. Had to come back early. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in Jacksonville. Tampa's also another one that we're looking at. Jackie, how about that? 17 days until I run around naked on the breeze. Now, listen, for those of you who don't know Jackie, he's telling the truth. And I'm not kidding. Jackie is telling the truth. I've cruised with Jackie before. One of my good friends, one of the freest spirits I know. And we had a blast in October. I respect him so much, and I cannot wait to cruise with him. But if I had to bet on it, and I'm a betting person sometimes, I would bet that is more likely to happen than not to happen. I can promise you that. Fred, thank you so much for commenting on our videos the last several days. Going to the Greek Isles on the Norwegian escape. That's going to be awesome. I have to mention, too, Charles told me today, 13 years ago today, he and Rachel, I think, stepped off a Norwegian ship and fell in love with cruising, as we all have. Gina, I sure hope Vista is still at lower capacity in 20 days. I think you're going to be okay, Gina. I really do. Only 96 days to Vista for Jen's journey. I like it. Little late, but made it. Got off the breeze a week ago. Literally, the cruise to nowhere. It was. Cozumel's too windy, so you tried to go to Progresso, I think, and maybe it was too windy too. Kendra, I heard that y'all got a letter and did you get half of your money back? What happened there, Kendra? Please let me know, because I heard a couple different things, but never saw, officially kind of what happened. Radio, thank you so much. I appreciate that. See Ready, hello. I'm glad you're here. Mark, I sure miss the Victory. I like the smaller ships and the old decor. I do like the Horizon. And as always, the crew is the best. I agree. Alan is here. I've been watching your channel, hoping to hear that testing requirements will disappear before April 10th cruise. Yep. We're going to start to see it, I think, in the late spring. I do. So March, April, and of course, Royal Caribbean has announced protocols through mid-April. Carnival has said the foreseeable future, but I think it's really about mid-April. And other cruise lines have referenced that late spring. So I think we'll start to see some rolling back here as well. Charles mentions if you have not subscribed to Island Time on YouTube, please do that. It's free to subscribe, free to ring that bell. In return, I promise you, I will deliver you cruise news just about every day. It will be factual. I will give us an environment where all of us can interact. We can enjoy each other's company on nights like this. When I cruise, I take you with me. It's a great deal. It is. It's free to click the button. And I think you get so much in return, not just from me, but from so many people. David, of course, I see that again. It's scrolling through. Rick, Derek, I'll be checking out your first ship, the Conquest, February 28th. That's right. Conquest has a special place in my heart. I need to cruise the Conquest again. My very first cruise, our honeymoon cruise, Amanda and I. We need to do it again. We really do. Oh, my goodness. No way you running around naked. David, I promise you, Jackie, it's... I may have to pull out the phone and go live if it happens, okay? Unbelievable. I just skipped a bunch of comments. I got to scroll back up. Let's see. Goodness, guys, you guys are busy tonight, and you know that I want to respond to everybody. And that's Corey mentioned. It's great to see the channel growing, and it is, but it's frustrating for me because I want to respond. I get emails. You guys know I have an email address. I get emails all the time. I want to respond to every one of them. I get messages on Facebook. I get comments on YouTube. It frustrates me when I can't respond, but that's part of the beast, right? It is. Jody just checked my first selling on the Valor. Looks like the suites and balconies are sold out. Yep, hopefully it's lower capacity. Kendra from Ohio, so I guess the Bengals. I like it. Joy, yes, I know. I'm a baby. That's okay. I have an old soul. I can promise you that. Let's see. J&S, it was hot in Roatan. Boy, it is. It usually is. Terry, 40 days tour cruise and Venture of the Seas. Did you get your heater working on the second story? It is better today. I didn't even want to mention that yesterday. And I mentioned it at the very end. But God, there were some points, don't lie, you could see my breath. And I thought, can they see this on video that you can literally see my breath? But it was cold up here. Yep. But it's working better. It's a mini split up here, so it just doesn't keep up in the cold very much. And there's something wrong with it for sure. Mask will be the first to go, Charles says. Yeah, Jackie says that too. David, Mask, wow, okay. Brad, Mask. Testing, yes, it caused a lot of anxiety, Kendra. It really does. I don't mind the mask, but I know everyone is pretty opposite of me. I think the mask will go because I think they'll keep testing for a little while. Of course, they're going to keep vaccines for a little while. And because of that, I think they'll say, well, we can drop the mask. Okay, we can drop the mask. And it's interesting, too, that the CDC has not changed that definition of vaccinated to include the booster. I would think that if that announcement was going to be made, that it would be already, but it hasn't yet. So I think the mask, and there's a lot of people here that mention it as well. Shadupu, masks need to go, but I would love no smoking in the casino to stay. That has been kind of nice if you're a non-smoker. I think there'll be changes on March the 1st, Charles. That's a great prediction right there. It really is. El Alvarado, think positive and test negative. That's been my cruise motto since the restart. You're exactly right. Me too. Hey, Sherry, I'm glad that you're here. And JNS is here as well. Oh, my goodness. I saw the Z Show as well. I didn't say hello to Z Show. They're here as well. I'm glad that you're here. Let's see. Ann, I will be getting on when you're getting off the breeze. Ann, let's try to say hello. If you're there early enough, as we're getting off, my flight's not until like 2 or 3 o'clock, so I don't mind sticking around and saying hello to you and putting a face with a name for sure. Terry, does anyone know if Don Lolo in Costa Maya has reopened yet? I don't know. I don't know, Terry, but maybe someone else does. And yes, Trent knows Jackie too, and Trent knows that I'm not lying. There are odds that he could run around naked. Cruising, Kathy, I am going on February 26th to Mexican River area on the Panorama. Can't wait. Last cruise was in December. That's awesome. Tina, 35 days until the sunshine. I love the sunshine. All kinds of rumors on the sunshine class. Okay, news out of Mobile. Of course, the Ecstasy leaving in October. The mayor has already said that he's talked to Carnival. There will be no ship in Mobile for 11 months. I hate it, but that's the way. Mobile's actually my closest port. I've never cruised out of there, but it's my closest port. Everything that I'm hearing from Carnival, okay, I engage with people from Carnival weekly at least, if not almost daily. I think there may be a Sunshine class ship in Mobile in September of 2023. The reasoning for that is that's all they can accommodate. Fantasy class and that the old Destiny class. That's all they can accommodate. So maybe the Sunshine will come on over. I will for sure go to Mobile if the Sunshine comes over. We'll see. I don't know. It's interesting to see. 13 days till Mardi Gras, a first cruise since COVID. Brad says you're going to have a blast, Brad. You're going to love it. It will bring back so many memories, I promise you. Who else is getting on the Mardi Gras on February the 26th? Mike and Michelle are going. The Mardi Gras on Mardi Gras is what it's going to be. It's exciting. It is. David, he does run around naked. He does. Kendra, medical emergency with a crew member. That's right. Had to come back to Galveston Thursday night. Friday morning around 1 a.m. Wouldn't have made it to Cozumel. Yeah, the cruise to nowhere, which is illegal, but in emergency circumstances, it is allowed. It is. Ray, 75 days till Harmony of the Seas, then Halloween and Mardi Gras in October. Let's try to catch up here. Goodness gracious. Hello. Yep. Yeah, the bloopers. That was not good. That was unbelievable. It is. Oh, let me scroll up, guys. It's going to be tough. Kendra, reschedule Progresso to Wendy, gave us 50% cruise fare refund and a 50% future cruise credit. Booked on the breeze May 5th with that future cruise credit through your PVP. Awesome. So 50% refund. That's awesome. And the 50%, they did you right, Kendra. They did you right. She used Tracy Conley's who I use. I only share her name because she's taken care of me for so long, 8 years. I was one of her first customers when she started. Does a fantastic job. That's the only reason why I share her. I get nothing from it but satisfaction that you get some help. Let's see what we've got here. Jeremy, thank you so much, Jeremy, for that super chat. I appreciate that more than you know. And then, golly, right on top of that, hello, bang, bang. Mike, a big super chat right there, Mike. I appreciate that so much. It really does help keep things moving along in the right direction. I tell you, I hate to use the word competition to keep up with, okay? Because it's not competition. But there are big players in the game, and it's like, sometimes I think, am I ever going to get to that level of some of those guys? I love them to death. I watch them, I follow them, have well before Out of Time was here. But things like that help. They help audio and lighting and all that stuff. And now, I've got a surprise for you, okay? My script that I haven't got to over here is about to go out the window because I'm trying to sneak in Look at here. Looky. Who's got the cookie? Say hello.
Hello. I got the little one down. The oldest is working on his homework. Kindergarten has homework.
5 years old. We
Yeah.
had 2 snow days. The school's sitting at home, a computer, and he's got. We didn't do it Thursday and Friday, the snow days. Mama was out of town.
Yeah. Derek said, I didn't make him do any of his schoolwork. I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, good dad here. And, welcome home, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Nice to have you. She leaves for a conference to Phoenix, Arizona, and Mother Nature says, you know what, Arkansas, you never get snow. Every other year you get snow. We're going to give you snow where Mama can't get back.
You don't have to yell.
It was a boys' party. We had fun.
Yeah. Derek had the kids. They rode the 4-wheeler, had the sled, the tube, in the ice while I was in Phoenix, Arizona, enjoying 70-degree weather. So it was nice.
I'll just say this. Everybody knows mamas are special. At moments like this, when she's gone for a week, remind us of that.
I did ask him if he appreciated me a little bit more when he had to do it all himself.
If there's any way I could appreciate her more, then yes. That answer is yes. Let me say this. We've set some records here already. I think we had a record amount of people waiting in the the lobby. We had 35 people waiting.
Nice.
And Jeremy, you've set a record for sure. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for that super chat and your trust and support in what we do, how we try to do it, and what we're trying to do with this community. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Yeah.
You see that on the screen.
I know, that's big, Jeremy.
That's unbelievable.
And David's always a big supporter.
David
Charles,
is. He's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina tonight. And I had a feeling, of course, I always hope Amanda could join me. She's taking care of her 5 and 2-year-old. When she does, the show's a lot better. We all know that. David, again, there's David. Yes, Amanda has joined the party. Party on.
There may have been some melatonin slipped in some sippy cups.
Oh, my goodness. It's children's melatonin.
It is.
Okay?
It is. Let's just clarify.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for coming up, though.
Oh, were you lonely?
No, goodness gracious. We got all kinds of people
Maybe you
here.
feel like you're talking to yourself kind of to the screen?
No.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, yes, sometimes. I'm glad you're here. And by the way, I cruise in 18 days.
Yes, without me. So,
And it's not...
somebody tell me how that works out.
Yeah, it's not as enjoyable.
Uh-huh.
But I appreciate you.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to give up... Look, what's that word right there?
Valentine's Day.
I had a Valentine's Day. I was meant to say this before she got up here. Don't even read that, okay? Because that's a...
Oh, you got some plans going on?
If you don't see it, Charles...
Charles!
That's
I told
for
you,
Amanda.
Charles.
That's for Amanda.
Charles and David always support
That's
me.
for Amanda. Amanda, thank you for letting me cruise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Charles, thank you for that super chat because I'm cruising with Charles. So I see what you did there, Charles. I appreciate that.
Trying to pay me off, buy me off.
The Z Show, of course, cruised not too long ago. He's going on the Lure of the Seas. Maybe it looks like in November. We got to get the Lure of the Seas down. Oasis class ship.
Oh yeah.
Royal Caribbean.
I want the
He appreciates you when you're not on the ship. You're exactly right. David, he's going to enjoy Jackie running around naked.
Oh.
You've heard stories. Jackie's here.
Jackie is also a boy.
Jackie.
Correct? Okay.
Yes. Good. I need to clarify that.
I already knew that. I was just kidding.
I'm gonna get in trouble over here. I am.
Is Jackie on tonight?
Jackie's on. He was.
Yeah.
And he said 18 days until I run around the breeze naked.
Oh.
And
nice.
and I had to clarify to everybody that there is a legit chance that could happen. I mean it is.
I did hear that he wore very few clothes.
Very few. He did. J&S Adventures, we're leaving on the breeze on Valentine's Day. That's going to be awesome. It is. Charles, thank you to Rachel and Amanda for letting us sail in a couple of weeks. I agree with that.
Yeah.
There's Jackie. She knows you're a man, Jackie. I've told her all kinds of stories, but she's just trying to give me crap.
I have heard all the Jackie stories.
I do. I talk about you all the time. I really do. A dynamic duo, Kathy says. Hope you have a great time. Hope you had a great time in Arizona. That's the first time you went out west.
Oh, yes, it was. Yeah, I hadn't ever been to Arizona. I've been to Colorado before, but nothing like Arizona. And it was very beautiful. We stayed in Phoenix, and so it was big city life, but we got to we drove out to Scottsdale to kind of see the older town, and it was beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw a lot of cacti.
That's a plural for...
Cactus.
You don't say cactuses?
No, cacti.
Jeremy, I do need to have you find me on Facebook. Send me your address. I'm going to send you a couple lanyards, a couple of Island Time stickers from her spread shop. That super chat still blows me away that someone has that much faith and support in what we do, and they see the vision that we have, and I want to give you something back for that because it's astronomical. It really is. Oh, my gosh. I can't even keep up. There's a lot going on tonight. There really is. Look at this. Hi, Amanda. Corey teaches kindergarten. She needs a drink. I agree. She does. Trin said hello. Trin's going to be on the cruise.
I know, and I've heard lots of Trin stories.
Love Trin. Yeah. I do. All the girls are wearing sparkly dresses to formal night.
Can you get a sparkly tie, maybe?
We're actually going to wear a tie. Charles and I said we're going to wear a tie, so I need...
A sparkly tie. You can pull it off. You got it.
I need some help with that.
Amazon. I'll help you out.
For sure. She does need a drink in her hand. I agree. Joseph, we love you both. Hello, Amanda. Look at all this love that you get. It really is.
That's why I have to come up here to get a little.
I agree.
Boost to my
Terry
ego.
said, "Nice to meet you." Terry hadn't met you before.
Hey, Terry.
So look at there. Yep. Let's see, Jeremy. Thank you for the Harbor House advice. Cruising again, March the 19th, 22 in the Vista. That's our spring break, actually. You're welcome, Jeremy. We love the Harbor House. We will be there again in 17 days, I guess it is. How many Carnival cruises have you been on? Joseph says.
You've been on what? Maybe
16.
You think 16? Maybe. Yeah.
16?
I was gonna say 14 to 16 for him, and maybe 11 to 12 for me.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep. And love Carnival. We really do.
Oh, yeah.
It's people will say, "Why don't you?" That's the biggest hit, is it not? That we get. Why do you not go on other cruise lines as much? And a big part of it is deals and money. Carnival continuously invites us to come over and over again for.
When you can go for like $100 on Carnival for their repeat customer deals, or $2,000
Royal Caribbean or somewhere else. It's tough. It is.
Yeah. You can't pass up $100 cruise.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Absolutely. Let's see. I got to scroll back up here. Let's see. 118 days until Alaska on Ovation. Ooh. That's going to be awesome. That really is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
it is.
Alaska would be amazing.
It is. You got to see the mountains, David said.
I did. Yes. Lots of mountains, lots of rocks.
Joy, yes. Girls are wearing sparkly dress on formal night. Charles and I wore shorts on formal night last time. I don't know how. I don't know if it was missed the memo. I don't know if it was...
No, I think that they've kind of slacked up a little bit on their dress code. Just because, like, I don't know, have a formal night. But if everyone doesn't want to do formal, wear what you want.
Yep.
And still get your lobster.
Jackie's Harbor House as well, February 23rd. So we're going to see Jackie. We're going to go to Willie G's. Got to go to Willie G's. Yes, Carnival is the best. I'm planning to buy some Island Time shirts for a Vista cruise, April the 16th. And let me just mention this while El Alvarado mentioned it. If you've used our spread shop, please leave something in the comment section. Yeah. They've been great to deal with. Mm-hmm. I purchased things just like all of you guys. I've received things in the mail before, and it hasn't fit me right. You can send it back within 30 days, and they'll give you a reprint. They'll give you your money back, whatever you want. They're so easy to deal with. But most of the things I get, I love. The materials are great quality. If you don't like it, they'll give you your money back. I promise you. They've been great. They really have.
Someone mentioned that the shipping was taking a little too long, and so they called. And they shipped it like next day shipping.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. And that's the one we went with them. It is. I can't provide that. We can't provide that level of service and quality ourselves. We had to go.
I can't be shipping things out here in the attic.
Yep. $85 per person for 7 days. Al says they have an offer. They have to take it.
Yeah. I mean, you have to.
They let you wear shorts in the maitre d' formal night. That was. They were khaki shorts. Does that matter too much?
No.
But you're not supposed to. I never thought I'd be that person. But I think Charles and I forgot it was formal night and showed up. We had a nicer shirt on and dress shorts, as dressed as it can be. And they let us in.
Okay.
That's not the norm.
we have to introduce someone.
Let's see what we got.
This is, who are you?
Beckett.
Beckett.
Beckett Phillips.
Yeah. And Beckett is going to go on his first cruise in June. Are you excited?
Yes.
What are you going to do on the cruise? What are you doing?
What are you most excited about?
What do you think?
Playing golf.
Playing
Ooh,
mini
the
golf.
putt-putt.
He's all into putt-putt.
Yeah.
Beckett, we are live with our Island Time family.
Yeah, they're
He
saying
knows
hi
what
to
Island
you.
Time is. He does. He know every time I'm working on my computer, our theme song comes on. He does the theme song.
Yeah.
He's good. He really is. And he had his birthday today.
Oh, yes, you had a birthday
Had
party.
a birthday party
Yeah.
at a trampoline park.
Tell him how old you are. How old are you?
6.
Yeah.
6 years old. We had a blast today, didn't we?
Yeah. And are you going to ride the water slides on the ship? Will you ride them? Okay, I'm going to let you go play, okay?
That's right.
All right, go play.
Tell everybody bye.
Oh, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. All right.
Sweet baby. He is
He came up here looking for some toys, so
Yep.
I had to drag him in here real quick.
He got a lot of dinosaur. Okay, he's in the Jurassic World right now, Jurassic Park, and he's looking for people for the dinosaurs to eat. So, oh goodness. So yeah, as Charles says, trend very quick, easy to order from the shop. We're gonna have some new items come out as well. Ronnie, best room at Harbor House, and I think I saw Jackie actually answer this. The one that's available, no, really, there's only 42 rooms.
Yeah, but you want to get on the side.
So yes, if you can request port side and 30246, 302 to 310 is where we stay. That's on the furthest side, closest to the water, where you can look out and see the ship there. But as Jackie said, they sell out so fast. It's a boutique hotel. It's a little bit more expensive because of that. I would take any room there, but 302 to 310, that's prime. You get the best room in the place right there. Yep.
Wake up and see the boat.
That's right. Oh, yeah. It's staring you right in the face. It's awesome. You do that. I wake up and go welcome the boat back to Galveston. She wakes up, looks out the window, which is okay.
To each their own.
Yeah, exactly. Ramon, did you know that whatever status you are coming in Carnival, MSC will grant you the same status? Cheap cruises on Carnival will bring the riffrats out. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. I need to try it. If matching that loyalty status,
Yeah.
and that's why cruise lines have that loyalty, is because they want you to come back, and to you earn.
Get the fancier car.
Well, you earn. You pay for your cruises. It's your hard-earned money. You want that next step,
Yeah.
and so,
Charles.
Beckett, you just got some more money for your birthday. I will give that to him. He got some today. He's excited, and he saves money.
He's
good
wanting
with
to
his
buy
money.
some games on his tablet, though.
Yep. Lynn, door magnets are coming. We're trying to work also on door hangers. It's a little bit tough to do that. That may need to be something that we do on our own.
Yeah, the spread shop doesn't offer those, so
Yep.
it's kind of hard to figure that out. Why? What is it?
Yeah, why? Yeah, David. And thank you, David, for that super chat. It does.
Well-
Hey, honestly, I know Tony's Lolita Loca, and all of them say this. When we have a super chat, everything stops, and that's why you see things quicker. I don't say that so you will do it. It's the way it is. David did it. Bam, right there. There it is. What's up with Yolanda?
Oh, yes. We went to Brewfest in Kansas City with Charles and Rachel and Mike and Michelle. And they had this little booth set up where you filled out this little, what is it? Like a ticket to go in a drawing. And so I filled mine out, and my name happened to be Yolanda that day. So
I think you got a free drink or something. You got something if you filled it out.
your name went in like a drawing.
But she didn't.
and so
She didn't actually want to be called.
I felt bad for the booth because they didn't have anybody walking around or talking to them. So I walked up and said hello and was friendly and
That's
then
right.
filled out the form as Yolanda.
That's right. Everyone's saying hello to Beckett. Thank you very much, and happy birthday.
birthday, Bub.
He's good. He is. My daughter, who is 5, will be going her first cruise in 13 days. How about that on the Mardi Gras? Going to be spoiled. I love it. I love it. Let us know. It's a little bit challenging right now, cruising with kids. with Carnival, especially all cruise lines, but the testing before, the bubble tours, the kids club, some open, some not open. So let us know how that goes, most definitely. And thank you for all the love for our kids, for Beckett especially. Those of you who have kids know one of the most special things someone can do is love on your kids.
That is true.
Yep. Terry, we're going to be staying at the inn at the water park, which is a great hotel there in Galveston. They have a great putt-putt. Okay, we may need to remember that when we go to Galveston with Beckett. They have a putt-putt course there.
He's played putt-putt a couple of times and really likes it.
Yep. There may be another story, Mike. We may not remember the right story, most definitely. Oh, goodness. Let's see.
You got some notes over here?
Well, yeah, we hadn't got to some of it. I'll go ahead and give my Valentine's Day advice.
Oh,
you're here.
I will tell you if it is the stamp of approval or eh.
Yeah, well, this is for guys or anyone who buys something for Valentine's Day for someone else. This is what I have down. Valentine's Day is next Monday. Okay, next Monday, everyone's going to get flowers and balloons and chocolates at work. Okay, so my note here, literally, Amanda can see it.
That's it.
Guys, send flowers, or anyone who traditionally sends something to someone else. Send flowers sometime this week. Send it early.
Okay.
That's a little bit extra special. Everyone, because part of it is, everyone says, oh my gosh, Amanda, your husband sent you flowers. That's going to happen the whole day next Monday the 14th. Send it this week.
I don't hate the advice, but since Valentine's Day is on Monday, if you
I'll have them the whole week.
If you do send them on Monday, they will have them the whole week.
Know.
But
send it this week.
I don't hate the advice.
And then I also had, if you need to make dinner reservations for next weekend, if you celebrate on Saturday or Sunday because we work Monday, make dinner reservations this week for Valentine's Day coming up. You'll do it this week to get it taken care of. If you go out next Monday.
Oh, if you're going somewhere fancy.
Yeah.
I say better yet, go buy you some good steaks, potatoes, and cook at home. Like, why mess with doing the rush of Valentine's Day?
Yep.
So that's my Valentine's Day.
Charles has this point. We've moved our cruise 3 times to sail with your kids.
That is true.
That is the truth. And we haven't really shared this too much. I mentioned it one time. June the 4th on the Carnival Dream. We'll be there with our kiddos. Rachel and Charles will be there June the 4th of this year on the Carnival Dream. 8 days going to east.
Yep.
Going east. So, yep. It's also cheaper, says Rachel. Don't wait until Valentine's Day. Didn't even think about that. That's a good point, Charles. It is. It also had... I wanted to know how many of you have used our check-in video. I wanted to mention the check-in video. Those of you cruising Carnival, they still have the same check-in policy, and it's hard for me to believe.
But I feel like your check-in video, like your check-in tip, is your number one tip. We need you to.
That's good. It's our most viewed video for sure. If you're checking in, it's still Diamond Platinum Sweet Guest 16 days before. Charles, I got to check in 2 days, okay? Remind me. Everyone else is 14 days, but we have a video out there. You can find it on our page. I hope that you've used it. Many people write us and say, thank you so much for that tip. Yep. Yes, it buys you 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. It could be longer. You're one of the first ones on the ship. So
if you're checking in, check out the video. Exactly.
Yep. David, I'm thinking of getting my wife anniversary jewelry for our anniversary cruise in August. What should I get her? That's a good question right there. I struggle with this, David. I really do.
Okay, I'll give some advice.
Okay.
Derek got me a Pandora bracelet. I haven't worn it in a while, but he got me a Pandora bracelet, and so you can get different charms for the bracelet. And so that worked good for a while. It did get a little full, so he's kind of moved away from that, but that was good for a while. Add a charm every occasion. So Pandora bracelet. That's my tip.
Yep. And it's future occasions you can get a charm.
It buys you a little time.
Michelle, I bought. How about this one? I bought Mike a heart-shaped steak last year.
Oh, nice. Oh,
some notes.
are you giving me a tip?
Take some notes.
Well, see,
I'll cook it.
I was gonna say that doesn't help because you cook the steak. So
Yep. Corey, what you mentioned there, scrolling down on the side to arrival time, that's exactly the tip. It is. And a lot of people know that. The video that I have out there is just me recording my screen actually doing that tip. Showing you, I go in there and I check in for a real cruise, go through it, and I show you, hey, it worked. So that's what it is. It is. A lot of people know it. I just put it out there. Yep. Brad says it works. Static Tube, it says I'll be in the Dream in May. Joy says it works. Yep. And Static Tube, says it works. Trend, yep. So it's good. It is. Terry, our Valentine's Day gift is going to be the first 3 seasons of Yellowstone on DVD. I have not seen Yellowstone yet.
I think we tried. No, I tried to watch the first couple episodes, but it's kind of slow getting started, and so I don't think you could. I think that he's like undiagnosed ADD, like has to be doing stuff.
I'd believe it. I would, for sure. Brad said A01 checked in 2 minutes. How about that? You have to check in for us tomorrow night. God, that's 2 days. I'm glad Charles caught that. Good Lord.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. I will be there, but remind me for sure. Tammy, we use your check-in tip. Unfortunately, Port Canaveral does not split check-in times. You all just stand in the cow line. Yeah, and some of them are like that. It is. Galveston, they've been really good about, if your check-in time says 11 to 11:30, and it's the 10 o'clock time, they'll pull you aside. Yeah. We've seen it. David says he's already done that. I forgot to mention it's our 20-year anniversary. He's already done the Pandora bracelet.
Oh, well, I tried.
That was my only got you.
Oh yeah, he got me a heart necklace. Oh, there's one that you can get. It's kind of small, but it has like a little looking glass through it, and you get a picture of yourself and your spouse or your family. Yep. Yeah, you upload your picture, and then when you shine a light on it, it projects your picture onto the wall. It was pretty neat.
Yep. You wear it a lot.
Yeah,
you do.
It's kind of a neat little piece.
Yep.
Sentimental.
Yes, Brad, you're right. You can click skip if you want to at the bottom of the page, or they've added. I don't want to say recently. It's been a while. You can just click on check-in time on the right side and do the same thing. Yep, same concept, and it does work. Al, for our 50th anniversary, we will be on a Carnival cruise to Greenland. They announced 2.
50th anniversary. That's good right there.
It's awesome. That's unbelievable. But they announced a trip to Greenland that people had wanted forever, and it sold out like in a day.
Oh.
So they're going to do another one.
Yeah, they have to do another.
John Hill's going to be probably on both. I know he's going to be on the first.
Well, that is
sure.
a good 50th anniversary.
That's awesome. Al, congratulations on that, and you're going to have a blast.
Okay.
You really will. Mark, I appreciate that very much. Joni checks in tonight. Use that tip. I hope it works. Lynn, mine will have to wait until Tuesday. I'm not up at 11 p.m. I know what you mean there.
Well, you're going to have to set an alarm or something. I don't know.
Yep. Coach Cruz, look at there. There's Brad online. How about that?
Coach Cruz, you got to comment more for us here.
Oh, he just jumped on. He did. Seems like you should be platinum by now. Yes, I am. I'm closer than Amanda. I think we probably got, 30, 40 days. Well, no, probably 40 days for me. Probably 55 for you.
Yeah, because you cruise without me.
I know. Well, if you weren't a teacher.
Okay, I will quit that.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
Not doing that at all. Rachel is getting something special for Valentine's Day. She will love it. Have to tell us what it is. Ramon, my 2022 cruises are August on the Vista, 7-day. Western, October, 14-day on the Panama Canal.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's going to be
14
awesome.
days, wow.
December 31st on Mardi Gras. Can't wait to cruise in 2022. We're on the breeze for New Year's.
Yes.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, Mike and Michelle, Charles and
so
Rachel. There are a few people.
It's a huge group.
Huge.
It is. Terry, our 38th anniversary is in March, and we will just so happen to be on the Adventure of the Seas. How about that? It's going to be awesome.
That's a good name for a ship, too, by the way. Can you think of a better one than that? Go ahead.
I don't know.
Adventure of the Seas. That's like the
That's up your alley. You're the zip liner, and she made me. You didn't make me. We zip lined one time. I didn't want to do it. She wanted to do it, but it was fun. And that was in Jamaica.
Yeah, that was when we were newlyweds and all athletic and in shape, and you know.
Yeah.
I'm not hopping on a zip line now. Whoop.
That thing's gonna hold. Come on now. Corey, split check-in times. They're more enforcive of your times there, and as well, I know that sometimes parents will have a cabin, kids will have a cabin, and I get a 10:30 check-in time. They get an 11 o'clock. And some ports won't even let your kids go with you. They will make you go with the later check-in time, so your kid's going with you at your earlier check-in time.
Oh, that's weird.
I know, but it depends on the port. It does. It really does. Do Valentine's Day cruises normally get pretty full? No, it's one of the better times to cruise. If you can get away.
People don't get off work necessarily for Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah, and as we mentioned, this whole month and until mid-March is an awesome time to cruise. I think we'll see low capacity all month into March. So it will be, I think it'll be really, really good. It will. We do need to play, since I have a whole list of this or that. Don't we need to do this or that? There are tons of teachers going to Vista Spring Break. Amanda, y'all need to go. We will have a blast, says Heather. We do.
Oh, okay.
We had a cruise booked. We canceled it, but who knows what's going to happen. Our kids, it's so
a long
tough
story. We
with
had
kids.
a cruise booked with the kids, but there are so many testing protocols, having to go on the bubble excursions. We canceled and said we'll wait.
It's going to be $600 in testing alone.
Yeah.
But will your parents watching?
No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Anyway, so before we go, let's play a quick this or that.
Yep, Tammy got that right there. 5 days I'll be platinum. 14 cruises. Good Lord, that's awesome, Mark. It is 5 days. It's gonna be good. Best name for cruise ship is Legendary. Legendary. That's good. I like that.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
Yep.
But Adventure of the Seas.
Yeah.
Quit telling me to stop hitting the table.
She hits the table all the time and it shakes everything.
I talk with my hands.
Anyone headed on the inaugural Discovery Princess? How about that? It's spring break for me as well, says Marcia. My goodness, there's all kinds of teachers. There really is. Can I ask the first one there?
Yeah.
There's Trina. Looky there. Amanda, what's your favorite home port?
Ooh, it used to be out of New Orleans because it was a good drive for us.
Yeah.
But I think it's turned around and gone to Galveston because it's still close enough for us if we want to drive, we can.
Sometimes.
And Harbor House has me sold.
Yeah.
And just that whole area around there, places to eat, walk to, it's just a nice area. Now, we haven't gone out of Florida very often. We did
Port
one
Canaveral.
out of Port Canaveral, and it was good, but not my favorite.
Ask the first one or not.
Let's see.
The Travel Life, thank you so much for being here. You're new to the channel, but you will fit in just fine in this community. I promise you. I promise you. Ramon says Orlando. Yep. And we like Port Canaveral.
Yeah, I do.
So the first one you say?
Okay, let's do one this or that, and then we got to...
Well, with the news, are you still going to send me to Walmart?
No, we're going to click list that.
Okay.
If you don't use the click list, you're missing out.
Okay. Here we go. With the recent news of the Sensation and the Ecstasy leaving the fleet, hopefully they're going to be sold. But and then the recent news was Celebration coming and the Jubilee going to be here. We're going to be on the first U.S. Cruise, November the 18th of 2023. Would you rather? So this or that? Would you rather sell the last cruise of a ship like the Carnival Ecstasy on October the 10th, last cruise it's ever going to have? Or would you rather sell the inaugural cruise of a brand new ship?
That one's easy for me.
This or that? That was tough.
No.
Islanders, let us know. Last cruise, you just put last cruise of a ship, and I won't even tell you the name. In this case, the news is the Sensation, the Ecstasy, but it could be any ship.
Doesn't matter the ship. Anything.
So you could put last ship if you would rather do the last ship of that cruise and know that you're the last person to stay in that stateroom, last person to have reservations at that dining room table.
Wow, what a legacy!
Dadgum, no heart. I'm telling you. Or put first cruise if you want to be on that brand new, big, shiny, bright.
I want to be the first one to sleep on that bed, not the last one. Ooh, think about that.
That's a pretty good point. Let's see. We got them coming in. New ship, Mary says. Last cruise, better chance of getting some free stuff.
Oh, there you go. Hey, you might not feel as bad putting something in your In your bag, boy?
Yeah, that's right. Well, in the bars, I might give you glasses. Let's see what we got because these are rolling in here. Let's see.
If it's
I love
about
this game.
free stuff, you'd be all about that.
For sure. Oh boy, we have got all kinds. Let's see. First crew says Brad.
New ship.
Joy first. Lynn first. Steven, new ship. Ow, we're going to Charleston. Yep.
Mike.
Joni, this. Mary, new ship. Mike, inaugural. Oh my gosh, first. So John says last.
Okay.
Cruising Kathy first. Debbie. Trin
says last.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, I need one.
show appreciation.
One detail as to why you picked your
Marcia.
whatever you picked.
Great first live show. Thank you so much. Terry last.
There are more last than I expected.
Well, here's a good point of the last, right? If you don't do it that week, guess what? You're not going to do it.
That's fine, because I'm going to have the Mardi Gras, for example, go on the inaugural, and I can go on it as many times after that.
It's going to be there. If you don't go on the last one, you're not going to go.
But what if it's like a ship that's like 10 years old and doesn't have all the upgrades?
I wish it was only 10. This came out in 92, I think. So it's 25.
Okay, yeah, so.
Steve, first. Ramon, get them rusted old little ships out. Hey, I had a lot of comments. Yep, Terry says last. Joni last.
Yeah.
Paul last. There's a lot of last. There really is.
There really are. There are more than I thought, okay? I'll give you that.
Thank you, Coach, for that. I see that. Trina says first. Michelle last. Mike first. How about that? Mike and Michelle got a split household there. You know? Yeah. I like it. Golly, Steve and Joni last.
Yeah.
Corey first, Rick last, Al the first cruising ship, David first, Greg first. Amanda's always right. David, you're right about that.
It
John
was not
last.
as close as I thought it was going to be.
Thank you.
There are more last.
Mary said new mattress too. Now that stuff,
new
yes.
mattress,
yeah.
you know.
Maybe they would let me take the pillows. Yes, and the sheets and the heavy comforter. Yes.
Listen, our first cruise, I think it was, Derek just oohed and awed over these stinking pillows.
I took one.
He did. His deep, dark secret, he took one of the pillows from the cruise ship. He shoved it in his
I still sleep with it.
You probably do,
Mark,
you nasty.
I do.
Yeah, you should trade those out. That's not good.
Mark, you guys, truly one of the best. Thank you so much for that. And he says last. Oh my gosh.
Just when I thought I liked him.
I love it. Inaugural. Last and first, 2000. How about this? Yeah. We could do this.
Okay.
The last of the Ecstasy and the first on the Jubilee.
When is the last?
October.
You and Charles.
Yep. Love the inaugural cruise. Last, like the smaller ship, says John. Yeah, David get a few drinks. Right? Yeah, she's different. Ronnie, last, exactly. Yes. I bring my own pillow when I cruise.
Well, you and Charles might have to try out that last sailing in October.
Ramon says, first Jubilee, I'll be with you. I was on Panorama inauguration cruise before COVID. My last cruise, December 2019.
All right.
Let's keep the robes, glasses, all of it, Johnny says. Wow.
I feel like they would move that to another ship. I don't know.
No.
What are they going to do, sink it with all the stuff inside it?
First off, they don't sink it. Okay, they don't sink it.
Okay, fine.
That doesn't happen.
I imagine like some dynamite strapped to it.
That's unbelievable. Trent last to send her off with a final party. Final party followed by a classic goodbye.
What would be a good goodbye song for a ship?
All your bags are packed.
Really?
You're ready to go.
That's what you're gonna go with?
Yeah. Why would you not sing that song back to the ship?
That's true.
I hope to see you again. And again. And again.
You ain't seen that again.
Oh my gosh. Michelle, don't give me ideas. Mike went to buy me some, but they're expensive. They are expensive. Yeah. I know what you mean by that. Oh my gosh. Getting ready for a big week. We'll see what the CDC does. They still haven't announced their voluntary program. They're now 3 weeks behind. Who knows if it's even going to be announced yet?
I've see you later.
What? Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, I like that.
January 14th is supposed to be out. It's not. They may be gone. Who knows?
Okay. We have to get out of here. Our oldest is still awake and needs to be in bed.
That's right. Have a great week, everybody. We will keep you updated with all the cruise news. You know that. If you haven't subscribed yet, be part of this community. I promise you want to be. I hope all of you have a very good week. Do what you need to get ready for Valentine's Day, which is next Monday, the 14th. We'll be back here next Sunday night. We'll have some Valentine's Day conversations, traditions, things like that. And we'll see you all week. If you need me, Facebook, YouTube, you let me know. I'll always try to respond. Have a great week, Islanders. We'll see you next time.
This is Island Timing Out.
See you guys.
Did you like it?
No.